Parivrajakacharya Stotara Satashishi Manas Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananda Kota Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Gaturaj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ki Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Vasudevaya. A reading from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It's chapter 2, text number 42 to 46. I'm just going to read on. Oh, I didn't. three are together. I want to Yamimam pushpitam vacham pavajancha vipaschitaha vedavadaratta partha nanyadastitivadina kamatmana svarga para janma karma phalapadam kriya vishesha bahulam bhogeshvarya gatim prati. Men of small knowledge are very much attached to the flowery words of the Vedas, which recommend various fruitive activities for elevation to heavenly planets, result in good birth, power, and so forth. Being desirous of sense gratification and opulent life, they say there is nothing more than this. Purport. People in general are not very intelligent, and due to their ignorance, they are more attached to the fruitive activities recommended in the Karma Kanda portions of the Vedas. They do not want anything more than sense gratificatory proposals for enjoying life in heaven, where wine and women are available and material opulence is very common. In the Vedas, many sacrifices are recommended for elevation to the heavenly planets, especially the Jyotishtoma sacrifices. In fact, it is stated that anyone desiring elevation to heavenly planets must perform these sacrifices, and men with a poor fund of knowledge think that this is the whole purpose of Vedic wisdom. It is very difficult for such inexperienced persons to be situated in the determined action of Krishna consciousness. As fools are attached to the flowers of poisonous trees without knowing the results of such attraction, unenlightened men are similarly attracted by such heavenly opulence and the sense and enjoyment thereof. In the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas it is said, Apama somam amrita abum and akshavyam havi chaturmasya yajina sukhatam bhavati. In other words, those who perform the 4-month penances become eligible to drink the soma rasa beverages to become immortal and happy forever. Even on this earth, some are very eager to have soma rasa to become strong and fit to enjoy sense gratifications. Such persons have no faith in liberation from material bondage, and they are very much attached to the pompous ceremonies of the Vedic sacrifices. They are generally sensual, and they do not want anything other than the heavenly pleasures of life. It is understood that there are gardens called Nandana Kanana, in which there is good opportunity for association with angelic beautiful women and having profuse supply of soma ras wine. Such bodily happiness is certainly sensual. Therefore, there are those who are purely attached to such material temporary happiness as lords of the material world. And 44, Bhogeshvarya prashaktanam taya parita chetasam yavasayatmaka buddhi samadho navadiyate. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence, and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination for devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. Perfect. Samadhi means fixed mind. The Vedic dictionary, the Nirukti, says, Samyag adhyatesmin atmatattva yatatmayam. When the mind is fixed for understanding the self, it is said to be in samadhi. Samadhi is never possible for persons interested in material sense enjoyments and bewildered by such temporary things. They are more or less condemned by the process of material energy. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. I had a book there, maybe. Oh, is it? Okay. So I'm stopping at this section here because most of us don't know all the vast aspects of the Vedas. They're huge. Like there's the karma kanda section, there's the jnana kanda section, and there's the upasana section as well. the karma kanda section mainly deals with this, with sense enjoyment, and it's considered to be the lowest stage. Like Prabhupada even at the start of it, he said that that there are people people in general are not very intelligent. I'd love to start a lecture like that in in a television interview, and everyone's always trying to big each other up generally, and be very polite. And then you kind of come out and you say, well, people in general are not very intelligent, Who are you to say that? and then the next sentence Prabhupada says is that, what does he say? Sorry, he just says about ignorance. He says, sorry, I have to my glasses again, I'm getting worse. And due to their ignorance, they are most attached to fruitive activities. So you're saying that they're ignorant. Not only they're not intelligent, but they're ignorant. So you certainly set yourself up if you say things like that in public. Most people are ignorant anyway. But Prabhupada has no hesitation because he knows it's a fact. And how it's a fact, it's talking about the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas. Most people have never heard of the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas. They don't know that it even exists. And actually people, in the Karma Kanda section, they actually perform these different yogis, and it's like science. It's a scientific experiment. They know how to get these higher enjoyments. They know how to go to different planets. They're actually very expert, and it's all laid out. It's very clearly delineated how to do it. And there's they do need expert priests though, which are not available at the moment. But it shows you how elevated this society was, that it was able to even talk about that, talking about other planetary systems. If you said that here in Ireland today, there's other planets. What do you mean there's other planets? There's no, this is the only place. And Ireland is the main place here. But it's like, this is a very, very advanced civilization, and Prabhupada immediately says, and these are ignorant. Even in this very advanced situation, these people are ignorant. And there's two reasons that I wanted to bring it up. One was that, obviously number one, that Prabhupada has said it, but number two is that sense enjoyment is pretty much the order of the day here in this world. There's the next section is Jnana Kanda section of the Vedas, and that's the point of one realizes that this material world and this sense enjoyment, you can't get it here. You cannot get it, sense enjoyment, no matter where you go. These guys are going almost. They're going to the heavenly planets, the heavenly Nanda gardens, and you can only imagine what's going on there, if you want to, but probably best not. But the lifespan is much greater. The enjoyment is much greater. There's huge ability to enjoy with the senses. But it is Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Jnana Akama Navrita. It's from the highest planet in this material world down to the lowest. All are places of suffering wherein repeated birth and death takes place. And they're ignorant. That's what Prabhupada is saying, basically. Now, the next stage, which is it's kind of like impersonal understanding of trying to understand oneself in relation to God, and ultimately you come to think and to say that you're part of God, but you actually also are a God. It's another. You get fed up with trying to enjoy here materially. So what do? Well, just become God. Why not? It's a good occupation if you can get it. But that's what they try to do. That's the next stage. I can't enjoy it with my senses. I can't be the Lord of everything. So maybe I am just God. So let me meditate and become God. So that's actually what that whole next section is about, is to actually to try to merge into the oneness of the Supreme. So that's in the whole section. And it puts us in mind of another verse, 7:19, which is Bahunam Janmanamante Gyanavanam Papajante Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. Out of many thousands of men, one may endeavor for perfection. And out of those who attain perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. Which is a pretty low average, We're going for a pretty big one, in this.
The north side of the dome, every atom, south side of dome. You just Krishna is vast, billions upon billions, and unlimited amounts of universe. So we're trying to get in touch with that person, and that's the glory of this Krishna consciousness in that sense, because it's allowing us access to that person. And it's how he has set this whole thing up. We're part of Krishna. We're not Krishna. We're part of Krishna, but we're the servant of Krishna. And so when we actually can start to live and experience on that platform, we get a great understanding of Krishna, of who Krishna is. And we get a more intimate connection with Krishna in that sense as well. Our original connection with Krishna, and we're fully satisfied. In other words, we don't need to try to be happy anymore in these kind of places like in this world. The world actually, we find out, has been set up by Krishna so that the renegade living entities who don't want to serve Krishna can have a chance to see can they enjoy here separately, and be little controllers themselves. So it's set up for that reason, but it has a complete a didactic kind of side to it as well. It's there to teach us as well that we're not, and how we can actually regain our position. So, but I love that other verse. I can't remember where it is. Manushanam Sahasrashri Question Yatam. I'll find it later. We enter into that category of trying to find out who we actually are, and therefore there's all these qualifications how we can actually become fit to be able to take in this information coming from Krishna. There's, how would you say, Krishna is constantly there trying to, expand our understanding, but we're constantly there ignoring it in that sense. We're not sufficiently aware when Krishna is explaining to us how to go deeper and deeper. But what we try to do is we try to become fit, to be able to take this information in. And that got me to this section of which I found in the Srimad Bhagavatam, which I wanted to speak on as well. And the reason is because I'd heard some of our discussions in the last couple of weeks were talking about the Bhagavad Gita, and I had a new problem that said it, but I found the purport where he exactly says that the Bhagavad Gita is on the platform of the intelligence, whereas the Srimad Bhagavatam is on the platform of the soul proper. So I found the actual purport. I mean, I knew it was there, and I probably read it a few times, but it really kind of came to me. And it came because it's a particular section about Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj is the son of Prahlad Maharaj, or the grandson, I think it is. So the grandson, I think, of Prahlad Maharaj. And so Prahlad Maharaj is, I don't know, he's not on that particular picture, but he's in the one in the Murti form in Mayapur. He's sitting on Nishingadev's lap, you know, and Nishingadev is completely doting over him. He's a pure devotee, but he's also to be understood to be the king of. He's an Asura. He's the king of the Asura. So his son Bali Maharaj, or his grandson Bali Maharaj, his grandson, yes, his grandson Bali Maharaj was also, he was the king. And what Bali Maharaj did, because he was very, very powerful, he was an Asura, but he was very powerful, he overcame all the demigods. He threw out Indra from being Indra is the lord of the universe, basically. So he removed Indra from his palace. He took over the whole heavenly planets and was enjoying unbelievably so, in a sense. But that was his nature. But along came Vamana, who's an incarnation of Krishna, and he was only a tiny dwarf, he came to Bali Maharaj and he asked him, could he have 3 steps of land? You know, three tiny little steps. He's only a dwarf, but so you know he's not going to get much land. But you know, Bali Maharaj's spiritual master, Bali Maharaj's spiritual master is called Sukracharya, and he said, no, don't give me. This is, I know who this is. I know who this is. Do not give him under any circumstance. But Bali Maharaj was particularly attracted to serving the Brahmanas, and he could see that this was a special personality. I said, yes, I will give you whatever you want. So he completely disobeyed his spiritual master, who was advising him not to give everything to Krishna, and which isn't, the spiritual master who says that is fit to be rejected. So he did, and so he took 3 steps of land, and the first he covered, I can't remember now, but the second step he covered everything, the entire universe. And because he expanded into all of this incredible form. So he asked for a 3rd step. Where's my 3rd step? You told me you would give me 3 steps of land. So Bali Maharaj put down his head. So he stood on Bali Maharaj's head. And because Bali Maharaj wanted to fulfill the promise. But of course, Krishna then made Bali Maharaj, he became the gatekeeper. Krishna became the gatekeeper for Bali Maharaj. But the reason I'm saying that is that Bali Maharaj had all the enjoyment, Bhogeshwara Purushottam and this verse 244. He had all the enjoyment in the whole planetary system. No one could be more, fulfilled than him as regards material enjoyment. But he gave it all away. He kind of immediately dismissed it in order to serve Krishna. So he is the patron saint, as they say in Christian terms, of Atma-Nivedanam, which means complete surrender to Krishna. And that's the stage that we're trying to get to, complete surrender to Krishna. It's a big one. And there are things, this is the next part I want to also get into. There are things which prevent us from actually doing that. And that's where the sense enjoyment came in. Although Prabhupada is talking about the ignorant and people are not very intelligent, unfortunately we entered into that category ourselves because we have chosen those things as well. We've chosen to try to enjoy our senses when we can't. We've also subtly, often once, we've tried to become one with God as well. And but actually to fully surrender, that's where we want to get to. So that's where the Bhagavad Gita comes in, because we're studying the Bhagavad Gita. So I thought I'd take this section. Bali Maharaj This is 2:7-18. Srimad Bhagavatam. Bali Maharaj, who put his head on the water, who put on his head the water washed from the lotus feet of the Lord, did not think of anything beside his promise, in spite of being forbidden by his spiritual master. The king dedicated his own personal body to fulfill the measurement of the Lord's third step. For such a personality, even the kingdom of heaven, which he conquered by his strength, was of no value. So that's an encouragement that when we're trying to enjoy it, it's not going to get us anywhere. Purport. Bali Maharaj, by gaining the transcendental favour of the Lord in exchange for his great material sacrifice, was able to have a place in Vaikuntha Loka with equal or greater facilities of eternal enjoyment. Therefore, he was not at all the loser by sacrificing the kingdom of heaven, which he had possessed by his material strength. In other words, when the Lord snatches away one's hard-earned material possessions and favours one with his personal transcendental service for eternal life, bliss, and knowledge, such taking away by the Lord should be considered a special favour upon such a pure devotee. Material possessions, however alluring they may be, cannot be permanent possessions. Therefore, one has to voluntarily give up such possessions, or one has to leave such possessions at the time of quitting this material body. In that sentence. The sane man knows that all material possessions are temporary, and that the best use of such possessions is to engage them in the service of the Lord, so that the Lord may be pleased with him and award him a permanent place in his Param Dham. In the Bhagavad Gita 15:5-6, I love these verses actually, this 15:6 in particular. The Param Dham of the Lord is described as follows: Nirmana moha jita sangha dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha tvanvaya vinukta sukha dukkha sangha gashancha mukta param avyayam tat natan vasayate suryo nashashanko napavaka yagatva nivartante tadam dan paramam mama. Actually, that wasn't translated there, but I will just translate the translation of it. 15:6 and 7. Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal, just keep that in mind, who understand the eternal, who are done with material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain to that eternal kingdom. And then very interesting translation by Prabhupada. That supreme abode of mine is not illumined by sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world. Now Prabhupada goes on in purport. One who possesses more in this material world in the shape of houses, land, children, society, friendship, and wealth possesses these things only for the time being. One can't possess all this illusory paraphernalia created by Maya permanently. Such a possessor is more illusioned in the matter of his self-realization. Therefore, one should, and this is interesting what Prabhupada says here, one should possess less or nothing so that one may be free from artificial prestige. Okay, guys, whatever you have, get rid of it now. No more. Get rid of our cars, get rid of our... No, that's not actually what it means, but anyway. We are contaminated in the material world by association with the three modes of material nature. Therefore, the more one spiritually advances by devotional service to the Lord, in exchange for his temporary possessions, the more one is freed from attachment of material illusion. And the next sentence I thought was very important. To achieve this stage of life, one must be firmly convinced about spiritual existence and its permanent effects. So, the reason that's so important because, Vishaya Vinivartanteni Harashati, unless one is experiencing a higher taste, we will still be attracted by the lower taste. It's as simple as that. We're so kind of addicted to the lower taste here in the material world. We're attached to being a conditioned living entity here, or we're attached to the modes of nature even, and we think that that's us, but it's not. We have to get totally beyond those, so that we're beyond the modes of nature. Means that we're beyond the kind of the clutches of the material world. So in that way then we can be, not entangled. But what Prabhupada is saying is that we have to have this taste for the eternal. And we have to have understanding of the spiritual existence. We have to be convinced of it. Because when we are, then we can perform the austerities not to be attracted here. We can make our mind up, we can control the mind and control the senses. And the Bhagavad Gita, as it says he's going to say next, is on the platform of the intelligence. We just follow what's in the Bhagavad Gita, and that will keep us from being the mind and the senses actually controlling us. It will keep us kind of that free, just by following what the Bhagavad Gita is saying. So there's two parts there that was being said. One has to be attached to the eternal, that in those two verses. And Prabhupada says it here again. He says, who understand the eternal, that's what he says in 15.5. And in 15.6 he says, those who reach it, so the supreme abode of mind is not illumined by the sun or the moon. Well, basically he's also explaining that it's the eternal that we have to understand. Those who surrender to me, the Supreme Personality of God, attain to that eternal kingdom. So we have to be convinced that eternal kingdom is there. And we really have to, go for it, basically. You just have to be completely, okay, I don't care. And that way we'll actually, so many different things will just bounce off us, and things, the mind, the suggestions here, there, I'm going through the spiritual dimension, that's it. No, I don't want to hear about that. I know that's going to take me away. No, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. I'm just going for this. So that's where the determination to perform devotional service take place. But if we're caught by the mind and the senses, or trying to enjoy the senses, that determination doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Because the determination that's what's been spoken about. We just enjoy. We forget about it. We just enjoy. We just try to enjoy. We don't enjoy it because we can't enjoy it, but we try to enjoy it. And that's why Krishna consciousness is a minute by minute by minute thing. Actually, the price of freedom is our eternal vigilance. We have to be vigilant. Now we can't be so vigilant that we better not do this. We're so much in our head trying to, It ultimately does come naturally, and Krishna consciousness is so blissful that, when, we can experience that bliss and we can be very natural, we're actually acting on the platform of the soul. Especially, I would say, in Kirtan and when we're discussing about Krishna consciousness, they're two prime times. Prasadam as well, although we have to be a little careful there. But Prabhupada says when you come along at the start, you can just load up the prasadam, because you can't just give everything up. And the determination happens. So I want to go on for the rest of that purpose. And because this is where it talks about the platform of intelligence. And to achieve this stage of life, one must be firmly convinced about spiritual existence and its permanent effects. To know exactly the permanency of spiritual existence, one must voluntarily practice possessing less or only the minimum to maintain one's material existence without difficulty. That might vary from person to person, there's no standard. One should not create artificial needs. This is Prabhupada constantly says this. Stop creating artificial necessities. They're not necessities, of course, but they're artificial needs. That will help one be satisfied with the minimum. So one should not create artificial needs. That will help one be satisfied with the minimum. Artificial needs of life are activities of the senses. And this is particularly pertinent. The modern advancement of civilization in the West is based on these activities of the senses. Or in other words, it is a civilization of sense gratification. Perfect civilization is perfect civilization is the civilization of the Atma and the soul proper. So hand in hand, there's two civilizations. The civilization of the senses, but actually what we're meant to bring in, what we bring to the table, as they say, is the civilization of the Atma. And we should do all we can to do that. The civilized man of sense gratification, the civilized man of sense gratification, that sounds interesting, he's a civilized man of sense gratification, but is he a civilized man of sense gratification? Well, Prabhupada goes on to say, is on an equal level with animals, because animals cannot go beyond the activities of the senses. One devotee years ago wrote this book called Polished Animals, I think it was called. Above the senses is the mind, okay, is the next stage. The civilization of mental speculation is also not the perfect stage of life, because the mind is the intelligence, because above the mind is the intelligence, and the Bhagavad Gita gives us information on the intellectual civilization. So that was the point. The Prabhupada says that directly. And so what is, I want to ask a question. What is the civilization of mental speculation? Probably. Does anyone give me any guess of what that is or any idea? What's the civilization of mental speculation? Any examples? He doesn't say it specifically, but...
It's a civilization who hasn't a God. Don't
yeah, that would be one. They don't believe in God.
Forgot.
Yeah, they forgot God, yeah. Yeah, that's mentioned actually. There's the 4 types of people who don't surrender to Krishna. And one of those types is called the Maya Aprita Jnana.
They are egocentrics, yes? Egocentrics.
What you say again?
Ego.
Or egocentric.
Egocentric.
Yeah, definitely.
One who thinks he's...
Yeah, that's true.
One who thinks he's equal to God.
Yes, that's it. But I'm thinking kind of more like a specific group in society. And I'm not trying to, put them down or anything, but at the same time, it's good to...
Atheist? No.
Yeah, atheists would be one, yeah, that would be one of the 4 types. People who just don't believe in God.
Philosophers or scientists?
Yes, yeah, that's it. Sometimes probably could be great poets, great scientists who don't believe in God, for instance. Not saying that all great poets and great scientists some do, but in general, there will be those type of people who don't believe in God, but they believe in their own kind of mental speculation about the nature of reality.
Politicians.
They're another type altogether. They're kind of...
Prabhupada is always mentioned in the lectures about the one scientist from USSR, Katowski.
Yes.
And he was mentioned all the time. When they were speaking, he told Prabhupada, you see, you have society of communism, and you have like Lenin as a god. and we have the same, but we choose the Krishna as the God. There is no difference.
Yes, it's very interesting because after Kotovsky, after USSR is broken,
Yeah.
And Kotovsky said has an interview with devotees, and he said about he can't to talk about his prayer because if he said yes, I believe to God, he has a very big problem. He must go or he can't die. Yes, kill.
Can be killed.
Yes, killed, and or he must go to the how it's to Siberia. Siberia, yes. And that's why he can't. It's very difficult. He can't to talk. He can't to ask what he want.
Okay, interesting. And he said that, didn't he?
Yeah, I was listening to this lecture as well when he was talking about that, and he told that after he didn't know that the devotees which were with the Prabhupada, they were recording them there. He didn't know that.
He didn't know.
Because he told that before that, he told to Prabhupada, I don't want nothing to be recorded.
Okay.
And he told that someone hid it.
Okay.
And they recorded. And after some time, he was actually the scientist of the Hinduism.
Yes.
Yeah. And after that, some of his students, they went to the India, and and he brought him small book when it was the talk Prabhupada with this Kotovsky, and he was like shocked. And after some time, he was invited to the KGB. Yeah, and then they opened this book and said, "What's that? What's that?" And he told, "I didn't know that it was recorded." Yeah.
So he has many problems with this record. Yeah, it's, I don't know how in English KGB.
KGB.
How?
KGB.
AGB.
KGB.
KGB.
Yes.
KGB.
You know what means KGB? Like FBI something.
Yeah.
It's very bad names, but and they few times talked with Kotovsky about how about this record. Yes, because he asked us and said some words. He can't to speak about this.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought they would have been happy with him because he seems really,
Sorry, it's my history. That's why I have. Sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, because I think one of the famous things he says, after you die, that's it. There's nothing. I think that's the thing that he said there. But generally, that's mental speculation. Basically, people are trying to work out who God is by their own abilities. That's the next stage in that sense. The culture of the mental speculation, the civilization, civilization of mental speculation is those type of people, exactly like you were saying, and. So Bhagavad Gita gives us information on the intellectual civilization. The Vedic literatures give different directions for human civilization. This is human civilization, including the civilization of the senses, of the mind, of the intelligence, of the soul proper. The Bhagavad Gita primarily deals with the intelligence of man, leading one to the progressive path of civilization of the spirit soul. And Srimad Bhagavatam is the complete human civilization, dealing with the subject matter of the soul proper. As soon as a man is raised to the status of the civilization of the soul, he is fit to be promoted to the kingdom of God, which is described in the Bhagavad Gita as per the above verses. The primary information of the kingdom of God informs us that there is no need of sun, moon, or electricity, which are all necessary in the material world of darkness. And the secondary information of the kingdom of God explains that anyone able to reach that kingdom by adoption of the civilization of the soul proper, or in other words, by the method of bhakti yoga, attains the highest perfection of life. One is then situated in the permanent existence of the soul, with full knowledge of transcendental loving service for the Lord. Bali Maharaj accepted the civilization of the soul in exchange for his great material possessions, and thus became fit for promotion to the kingdom of God. The kingdom of heaven, which he achieved by dint of his material power, was considered most.
Those who have attained the comforts of a material civilization made for sense gratification should try to attain the kingdom of God by following in the footsteps of Bali Maharaj, who exchanged his acquired material strength, adopting the process of bhakti yoga as recommended in the Bhagavad Gita and further explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So that's the Bhagavatam is written in that way that, you know, it's always about these personalities like Bali Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj and Dhruva Maharaj, because it's meant for us basically, so that when we read about these characters, these wonderful devotees, they're Mahajans, then we will also make those changes like they've made those changes. They'll be our examples. And just by hearing about them, the desire for material enjoyment will decrease in our heart, and the actual pure desire for devotional service will increase until to such a degree that it completely becomes on the spontaneous platform, and we don't want anything material anymore, and we just, you know, we understand that more and more just by hearing more and more from these stories, from these pastimes of Krishna. Jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Thank you very much for attentively listening and participating. It was really good. Hari Bol.
What does it mean to surrender to Krishna?
Oh yeah, that's a good. I think that's a very important question. It might take a long time to learn it. Do you know? Initially we just get the spiritual master. You know, we ask how should we serve Krishna? What should we do? Or, you know, the organization that where we are. We ask, you know, what should I do? And the spiritual master will kind of guide us according to our inclination. And we'll kind of know what we like to do in service to Krishna, say for instance in a temple. We'll know what we like to do, and then when we do those activities for Krishna, then that's absolutely purifying. And then we'll kind of build that more and more and more and more, and until we do kind of everything then for Krishna. But it takes a while to fully surrender to Krishna, you know. I mean, it's said that you can surrender in 1 second, but, you know, Prabhupada always talked about gradually, and he talked about Nanu Shanam Sahasra, and many thousands of one may endeavor for perfection. You know, you can do it theoretically, but fully, to surrender fully, that's what the whole bhakti yoga is about.
And so to do everything for Krishna.
Yeah. In other words, even to hear Krishna always, you're just being guided by Krishna.
You put on yourself for Krishna.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I tell you, it's more subtle, I think, in the sense that that's what you say is true. You do everything for Krishna, but I'll give you an example. It's when you don't want to get up in the morning, when you don't want to perform devotional service, when you just want to kind of do your own thing, basically, which we've done for millions of lifetimes. When we can somehow restrain that, and then say, no, I'm going to now read, I'm going to go and do this service, I'm going to, you know, you build spiritual muscles to actually fully surrender. But in the meantime, you're constantly, you know, doing all your devotional service that you're doing. it's building you up, building you up. Ultimately, till it comes to the point of death, that's when the real test is. Are you going to go back to the spiritual world, or are you kind of going to hang it because you think you might there's just a little bit here to experience again?
You were saying that when you die, that you're not taking any material things with you.
Yeah.
Of course you're not. You're dead.
But it's not you. No, you're not dead. You're still alive.
Yeah, like the body's dead.
The body's dead, yeah.
Like,
But you're still alive. And see, but
so like if I've got to go, I really want to go skydiving. I never went skydiving, so
Yeah.
I'll come back when I
You
fly,
could
so
well
I'll go skydiving.
want to come back to that. Yeah, you have this desire. You might desire to be a bird, like there's a taste for every desire. There's an actual body, and it's there. It'll just work like that. It's almost an automatic thing. So that's why it takes great strength to pull out of this whole system. But you do it gradually. You start doing things for Krishna, and then you start doing more things for Krishna, and more and more and more, and then eventually you're able to see your material desires, and it may not be gross desires. It might be subtle desires like fame, profit, adoration, distinction, egoism, egotistical desires. Like even if we're in a society of devotees, we may still have this ego going on, Just because we're in the society of devotees doesn't mean to say that's not. And that's maybe very, very difficult to actually to rise above the platform of the ego. It's ultimately we think we're, mini God, and I can enjoy here. I can be the controller. I can control things to enjoy. So just to be surrendered to Krishna, just leave it up to God. That's something to be. Not a working class hero, something to be, but it's something to. That's a song by John Lennon. He said he doesn't know. But a surrendered devotee is something to be. So, but it's real. The surrender is real. Like Bali Maharaj, he didn't have any doubt. He just put his head down. That's just take that, and he had everything, but he realized it was nothing. So it's good. Really nice that you asked that question, because that was the whole point, I think, of the lecture, of trying to existentially for ourselves understand what surrender means for each and every one of us. How that is real for us, not something that's written in a book, or something which, it's nice to think about. No, it's what it is. How are you not acting on the ego platform? How are you not subtly looking for pride? How can you even recognize it when it's there? That's surrender to Krishna as well. That might be the highest service. You've been able to spot our false ego, because if you remove your false ego from the world, the world is a better place then. But if when you're constantly projecting into the world your false sense of I, you're continually polluting the world further, and people are confused enough as it is, without us treating them to our false ego. So that was the whole thing of how we can actually do that. And I found in these books, that they're constantly constantly explaining those particular points more and more, and in more detail and more intensity. And then he also refers often to some of the Goswamis, like Raghunath Das Goswami. Sri Ram Maharaj has written this whole book from Manak Shiksha another title, but Manak Shiksha is on the same way. It's how to recognize the mind and the false ego, and how to actually get even beyond that, Okay, better stop there. We're ready for the Kirtan. Jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. So I can start. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Kar Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Kora Haribo. Nitai Kora Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Kora Haribo. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Shri Pancha Tattva ki jai.
Where's the bass?
Oh, you have to push it this button on the right.
This one.
Yeah, I get some tape.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare
Shri Radha Govinda ki, Shri Gauranitai ki, Shri Bhagavad ki, Govardhana ki.
You'll be able to play, or should I play? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. So I'll sing a small Krishna bhajan, which is my favorite. So as I sing, please, if you can, please try to follow. Hare Krishna. First you'll do the chanting of Maha Mantra, and then we can do the bhajan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Yashodanandana Bhaja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Bhaja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Balachari Yamuna Tira Vadachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare पंचतत्व की प्रेम से बोल गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण Sorry, 1 second. Oops. Yeah. Thank you.
Just like that? This is there, right? It has to be on, okay. Yeah. Peter, good to see you. It's been a long time. Hare Krishna. I have a little bit of a funny throat, so if I go quiet, please keep singing. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare please, all the ladies. Hare Beautiful. So lovely. Thank you, everybody. Beautiful singing. Particularly very special with the ladies at the end. Thank you. You have to agree, right? You all have. Pardon? Yeah, wonderful singing.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay, no worries. I'll sing like that. Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Dalla dalla da dahine. Dalla dalla da dahine. Hiranyakashi Vaksha Hiranyakashi Vaksha Hiranyakashi Vaksha Hiranyakashi Vaksha Shilatangkal Nakalaye Shilatangkal Nakalaye Ito Narsinga Parito Narsinga Ito Narsinga Parito Narsinga Ito Narsinga Parito Narsinga Ito Narsinga Parito Yato Yato Yamita To Narsinga Yato Yato Yamita To Narsinga Mahi Narsinga Hridaye Narsinga Mahi Narsinga Hridaye Narsinga Mahi Narsinga Hridaye Narsinga Mahi Narsinga Hridaye Narsinga Narasingha Madem Sharanam Prapate Narasingha Madem Sharanam Narasingha Madem Sharanam Prapate Narasingha Madem Sharanam Tava Kara Kamala Varenatha Adbhuta Singha Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanumi Kesavadita Narari Rupa Jai Hare Krishna. Right now?
Those are that. And then land to that.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. The black ones.